Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Robert Garcia is now picking Bud to beat Canelo. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Robert Garcia has come out and stated that now I switch. I always thought Canelo was going to be too big and too strong, but now I'm going to pick Terence Crawford to win this fight. He stated that Terence Crawford is very talented, great footwork, great combinations, and a very strong fighter. Robert Garcia also goes on to state that them facing off, Terence Crawford is actually the taller man. I'm leaning towards Terence Crawford now. I switched my opinion. I think Canelo looked too slow, too flat-footed, and one punch at a time against William Skull. Robert Garcia also went on to state that I don't think that's going to be enough for Canelo to beat Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is too fast, too strong, and too good. And I agree with Robert Garcia on that point. Canelo Alvarez cannot go against Terence Crawford throwing one punch at a time, flat-footed, barely moving, looking lethargic. That is not going to win against Terence Crawford. I mean, we just got to be honest and unbiased about it. Terence Crawford is faster than Canelo. He's going to use his speed, his reflexes to his advantage. Terence Crawford has an enormous reach advantage over Canelo Alvarez and has a height advantage over Canelo. So when you really look at it, he's going to use all those advantages, mix that with speed, and Canelo Alvarez trying to throw one punch at a time, attempting to land one punch at a time, is simply not going to get the job done. I mean, we've seen his reflexes against William Skull, footwork, one punch at a time. Canelo Alvarez looked severely declined. And one thing that's interesting is, even though Canelo may be declined, he's still a good fighter. He's still a talented fighter. He still clearly won the fight. But what people are missing is, no one's saying that Canelo declined in a negative or disrespectful way. It's not disrespect to say Canelo declined. You have to understand what we're saying. What we're saying is Canelo Alvarez has declined to the point where he normally would have knocked out William Skull in 6 rounds. Whereas even though he's running, a prime Canelo would have knocked him out regardless. But because Canelo's no longer in his prime, because he's throwing one punch at a time, because he's not busy enough, Canelo Alvarez went to decision. That's the difference. A prime Canelo stops this guy 10 times out of 10, no matter how much he runs, no matter how much he gets on his bike. We're not looking at a prime Canelo Alvarez anymore. And Robert Garcia also mentioned the size of Terence Crawford. Terence has a height advantage, reach advantage. The man is faster. He's an elite counterpuncher. So he has all these things working in his advantage in his favor against Canelo. And if Canelo on a decline, Canelo slower and throwing one punch at a time, this is going to be a much more competitive fight than anyone has ever thought.